Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lone Screenplay Nominee podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Anderson, and for this introductory episode, I'll be explaining the structuring on how the show will go and what to expect from this podcast. I've been an Oscar predictor for roughly 10 years, and I followed along a handful of award races from witnessing Leonardo DiCaprio finally winning his Oscar to seeing Elvis going home empty-handed recently. Over the past few years alone, I had discovered that there had been a lot of films that were projected to gain a ton of buzz to where they'd crawl into several categories but just fall short and only land in for a writing nomination. It wasn't really until I was rewatching clips for Glass Onion that I realized it was finally time to start the ball rolling on possibly doing this show. On each episode, I'll be bringing on a guest to discuss in detail the film itself and why they managed to only score their sole nomination in the writing category, of course. I'll also be asking each guest that either I want to be on the show or vice versa to pick a film that they want to chat about from the said list I'm going to go over with them. The only exception to this rule, of course, will be the first two episodes of this podcast. Don't worry, I've already spoken ahead with both of the guests, which they've agreed to discuss these said films. I can't explain what the second episode will be focusing on, but the very first episode we'll be on Knives Out as our pilot episode for the podcast. I also want to make clear that while we're going over each episode that's been nominated for a sole writing Oscar, I have no intentions of rushing through the whole list like other shows have done in the past. With that said, my goal is to try and release each new episode 2 weeks from each other. That way I have enough time to record and edit each review. Now, there may be some issues along the way that I'll have to put the show on hold, either due to family obligations or whatever issues I run into along the way, but we'll cross that road when we get there. If you'd like to follow along on when each episode will drop, I've created a Twitter account for the show itself, and you could follow along on @TLSN Podcast. If you're interested in being in the hot seat as a guest in talking about one of the many Lone Screenplay nominees, let me know, and hopefully we can arrange that happening in the near future. In the meantime, we hope to see you at the movies. Take care, guys.